Sebastian Martinez, MMA nut here in Stockholm for UFC on Fox 14, where Anthony Christodoulou makes his UFC debut against Mairbek Taisimov. So, Anthony, you're making your UFC debut on a huge show, second biggest MMA show in history so far. Does that bring any pressure?
Actually, no. I've said it before, I'm just a fat kid from Greece. I'm a 220-pound kid. That's it. Like, I grew up like that, and I'm just blessed to be here, So I never have any pressure. I'm coming in as the underdog, and I've been the underdog my whole career and life in general. So I don't really get pressure. When I think it's just awesome. I take it as an experience and love it.
And you're coming into this fight on a pretty nice win streak. Taisimov, he's got, I believe, 2 straight wins, latest one by knockout. So if you defeat him, then you sort of get a bit of that energy and that momentum that he's got. What do you think is the key to defeating him?
I don't think there's a key in a way that there's no real weakness in Taisimov. He's a really great fighter. I think the way to beat him is to match whatever he does equally. And I have a game plan I've studied. Obviously don't want to say it, but I have a game plan I've studied for him, and I'm going to really try to implement it during the fight. And I'm going to keep coming whatever he brings to me. I'm going to give it right back to him.
And his last fight, he won it by knockout. Some fans thought it was a little bit prematurely stopped. What did you think of the finish?
I mean, that the referee's there. He sees way more than I do. I mean, from my perspective, the guy looked like he was able to get up and keep fighting. But the ref's there, not me. I can't see what's going on in the guy's face, how his eyes reacted. I just see it from TV like everybody else. It was an excellent right hand that landed beautifully, and that's the most I could say about it.
Now, so you were born in Greece, correct?
I was born in the United States, and I moved when I was 4 years old to Athens, Greece. And I've lived there my whole life, pretty much.
Well, in that case, what was your heritage that brought you back to Greece? Or?
Yeah, it was my heritage. My mother's Greek, my father's Greek, and all my family lived in Greece. My mom had moved back and forth throughout her life, and my whole family decided to move over to Greece. So I've been there since I was a kid, and I've moved out by myself to go train in the U.S. Multiple times and in Asia, across the world. But that's my main base, is Greece.
Well, Greece is a great country with a great history, but there's a little bit of trouble, economic climate. You've got downsides like Golden Dawn and parties like that have made some advances. What's it like in Greece right now?
I mean, the economic crisis is bad and all the political stuff is bad, but in general, Greece is still a great country to go to. It's a great country to visit. Most of the people are not even involved in it, like the general population. If you go for coffee, you're not going to get a Molotov in your head. Don't worry about it. I promise you. Like I would get calls when all the riots were happening in Greece, and they were calling me up and like, "Oh, be careful." I was like, "I'm out for coffee on the beach. I don't know what you're talking about. Be careful. This is beautiful. I don't want to go home. Are you crazy?" I mean, it's a part of Greece, and it's really horrible. And I really hope as a country we get together and band together and move forward, and hopefully we can fix our economy, because that's where all the problems start from.
Now, a lot of fans will be seeing you for the very first time because obviously the UFC is the biggest show in the world. What do you think those fans should be expecting from you?
I expect a fighter that's never going to quit. There won't be 1 ounce of quit in me the entire time. I'm known for it across my fights. I fought him with torn legs, torn ligaments left and right in my leg. People have seen me break my hands in my fight. I never stop. I'm always trying to fight. I'm always going to give the fans what they want. And I'm evolving as a martial artist as well. So my skill level is also matching my heart and determination. So I think that's what's propelled me to this stage.
And do you feel like you have any clear advantage or strength in this fight?
I don't.
Aside from obviously your endurance and your heart.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a technical advantage, because, like I said, Taisimov is a very well-rounded opponent. I think that we actually match up very well, almost equally in all aspects of the fight. There might be 1 or 2 places I think I have a little bit of an advantage, but I guess we'll have to see that in the fight.
Well, I'll understand if you don't really sort of talk about fine details of a fight, but obviously a very exciting fight. Could you give us a prediction?
I predict a win in the 3rd round, unanimous decision. I really think we're going to grind it out to the decision. He has great cardio. He's shown in the past, and I also have great cardio. And I really feel like we're going to go to war. I'm expecting a 3-round war, and I'm aiming for that performance of the night. So come on, Taisimov, let's get that money.
Well, I don't think there's any true MMA fan who says no to watching a 3-round war. This was Sebastian Martinez, MMA Net here with Anthony Christodoulou, who makes his UFC debut at UFC on Fox 14 on Saturday night.